Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It is me, Meep Gaming, and in this video we're going to be talking about the best reforges, hence the new reforge update. As you can see, reforges are a bit different, and there's some pretty good changes, there's some pretty bad changes, and for the most part I'd say it's a positive update. But anyway, in this video I'm going to be walking you through, in my opinion, and some of my friends, what we think are the best reforges for your armor. And it's pretty cool, honestly. There's a lot in this update. Okay, so starting off with arguably the most important thing is armor. Now, armor now plays a much bigger role in your damage and your overall build than it used to, and it already was a big part. So now, there's a couple options. There's really two viable options I see. Also, it's important to take note that this video I'm going to be talking about damage more closely to damage related. I won't be taking into consideration the other skills as much. So yeah, this is gonna be for damage based reforges. So first up, armor. There's two options. You have fierce and you have pure. As you can see, I have my superior reforged to fierce. Now the difference between fierce and pure, they're really similar, but the difference is that pure gives a little bit more. It gives you a boost in all stats. So it gives you more health, defense, speed, and intelligence. Fierce only does strength, crit chance, and damage. So that's a plus to pure. The thing with pure though is that it increases your strength, crit chance, and crit damage not as much. And like I said, this is a damage-based build, so I have to say I prefer fierce. The thing with fierce is it's kind of, in my eyes, a replacement to godly, except it's just better in general. It gives you more crit chance and less crit damage than fierce. Fierce gives you more crit damage and less crit chance, and strength is about the same. So I would say if you have superior dragon armor, like it's kind of like the staple endgame set, because superior dragon armor already gives you crit chance. It gives you 2, which is not a lot, but it already gives you crit chance. I would say go ahead and go for fierce, because the 2 crit chance that superior armor gives you will be made up by will make up for the lack of crit chance by fierce. And if you have superior dragon armor, you don't really need to worry about the other stats because you have the superior blood ability, and that extra crit damage is really nice. So if you don't have superior dragon armor, I would say, depending on how your talisman situation looks, I would say go for pure, because pure it gives you more crit chance, and talismans is not really a good way of getting crit chance now. It's not as good as it used to be, at least. Next up we have swords. Now, swords is a bit interesting. I see a couple options. There's 3 reforges that I think are pretty decent in terms of damage. There's epic, sharp, and legendary. Now, I'm going to talk about the first one, your sharp. You see I have it on my sword. Keep in mind that some of the reforges I show in this video are not exactly perfect. Like, for example, I still have rapid on my bow. For sharp, I'd say sharp is, in my opinion, the best sword reforge. I know most of the people I know say legendary is the best, but sharp gives just as much crit chance, and it gives you more crit damage. It doesn't give you as much strength, but I think getting either sharp or legendary when you're reforging, because obviously you don't want to spend too much money if you don't have enough money. If you don't have the money, I'd say settle for sharp or legendary. Legendary again is an all-around aspect of the sword. The other reforge I mentioned was epic. Epic I think is just a slightly worse version of sharp. It gives a bit more crit chance, but it gives a lot less crit damage. So if you get epic and you really are low on money, I would say definitely just stick with epic for now. Lastly, the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is Talisman. Now this is a pretty big deal, but Talisman have been completely nerfed. Everything about Talisman is just nerfed. The best reforge, it's pretty similar to what it was a bit ago. Now the best reforge, I'll start with epic and legendary. In my opinion, it's still strong. Of course, you see it's not as good, but that's because they nerfed Talisman in general, and I still think for epic and legendary, strong is the best reforge. At rare and below, so that's rare, uncommon, and common, I'd say itchy is the best reforge. You could go superior. Superior is not that bad, and hurtful's a little bit worse than superior. Any of those are okay, but I'd still say itchy is the best. If you want Okay, and this is probably the most important thing. If you want crit chance and you don't have high enough crit chance as it is, I think me holding my sword, I have 100% crit chance. Without me holding my sword, I have 87. So yeah, I'm good on crit chance. But if you need more crit chance, reforge your talisman to unpleasant. It's the only reforge that gives unpleasant. But the thing to do with this is you don't want to reforge anything other than common. Common should be the only thing you reforge to unpleasant. The reason why is because uncommon gives you 1 crit chance, so does common. Rare also gives you 1 crit chance, so there's really no reason to do rare when you can just do common. I believe epic and legendary give you 2 crit chance, but it's really not worth it. Just get common on get unpleasant on common. Yeah, just save yourself that trouble. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. I know this is a short one. Actually, I might upload multiple today because update day, clickbait, yeah. But anyway, if you like what you see, consider subscribing. We're so close to 500 subscribers. We might have hit it by now, actually, if I'm not getting ahead of myself. But yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys all later in the next one. Peace.